Hello everyone, and welcome to the Open Frame Pool YouTube channel. The basic concept for Open Frame came into my head one day, so I wrote it all down and showed my friend. He thought it sounded fun, so we tried it out. We've refined it through trial and error, and now we're ready to share it. In Open Frame Pool, each match is played over a set number of frames. Players alternate breaks, and each player breaks an equal number of times. At the end of the final frame, the player with the most total points wins the match. If the match ends in a tie, 2 additional frames are played until one player leads after both frames. Now let's look at how a frame works. Each frame begins with a standard 15-ball rack, head ball on the spot. After the break and the balls settle, the breaker always begins the run with ball in hand anywhere on the table, whether or not any balls were pocketed on the break. If the breaker scratches on the break, it is still their turn, but instead, they must place the cue ball behind the head string and shoot forward. From there, the breaker attempts to run the table and score as many points as possible. In Open Frame Pool, points are earned by pocketing called shots. The shooter must call both the object ball and the pocket, and sometimes the type of shot, before each shot, unless it's obvious. Every legally pocketed ball is worth 1 point. However, there are several ways to earn bonus points. Balls pocketed on the break award 1 bonus point each. Unless the breaker scratches on the break, then they're worth 1. Every called bank shot, kick shot, carom combination, and jump shot will also award 1 bonus point each. When it comes to combos, banks, and kicks though, the more the better. Calling a 2-rail kick, 2-rail bank, or 3-ball combo would result in 2 bonus points, 3 rails for 3 bonus points, and so on. You can also stack bonus points in whatever way your creativity comes up with. An example could be calling a jump shot into a 2-ball combination. That would be worth 3. So get creative, but be careful, because if your shot doesn't go as called, it's loss of turn and no points for that shot. If the breaker successfully clears the entire table in one run, they earn an additional 5-point clearance bonus. Fluked balls do not count as points. For example, if 2 balls are lined up over a pocket and both go in, you only get credit for the one you called. On the other hand, if you called both balls in and only sink one, your attempt ends, and you get a point for the 1 ball that was called. Fluked balls do count toward the 5-point clearance bonus though, so there's a small reward. So what ends your attempt at the table? Missing a called shot, potting your object ball in the wrong pocket, or fouling in some way before or during the shot will all end your turn. Once the breaker's attempt ends, the opponent comes to the table as the thief to steal the remaining points. If the breaker misses without fouling, the thief must shoot from where the cue ball lies and attempt to run the table. If the breaker fouls, the thief receives ball in hand on their attempt. If the thief can run out the remaining balls, they're awarded a 3-point clearance bonus. If the thief fouls during their steal, all points earned during the steal are forfeited and their attempt ends. After the thief's attempt ends, the frame is complete, and the next frame begins with players alternating roles. The point of Open Frame Pool is focusing on offense, being precise and creative. Players are rewarded not just for pocketing balls, but for how they do it. It brings out imagination and control, while also making things risky and punishing at times. It turns each rack into a chance to show off your style rather than just efficiency. Full write-up of the rules is in the description, so please try it out and have fun. If you'd like to see the game in action, check out our videos, like and subscribe, and we'd love it if any pros see this. Record your highest frame for us and share a video response. If you have any questions about rulings, please comment below and ask away.